Hello you lot, how's it going? This is my Ryobi electric lawnmower. Nice mower, real nice mower. It's done a fair amount of work, not as much work as a lot of them I should imagine, but it's done a fair amount. The grass is looking nice and healthy around, as well as the odd bike growing here and there. But it mows the grass 2 or 3 times a week. And when I mow the grass or cut the grass during the week, I don't generally bother doing too much cleaning on the mower. I tend to just fold it back up like this and stick it back in the shed, which means there is a lot of maintenance to be done, and maintaining anything is important, as well as maintaining your mower. With it being an electric mower, a lot of people probably think they don't need to do much maintenance. Whereas with a petrol one, you have to change the oil, keep the air filter clean, things like that. Not with an electric one. However, you do need to do other things. Cleaning, oiling, etc. So, it's time for a bit of Ryobi mower maintenance. We love it, eh? Got a bit of a rusty screw, which is disappointing. Never mind. When did I buy this mower? This model is, so it was on the 27th week of 2016 I bought this mower, and we're now in 2022. One of the first things is these need oiling up. Let's turn it over and see what we've got underneath. Oh. It's like prick me then, must have a prickle in there. We've got a lot of grass built up around inside, so that all needs to be cleaned out. Let's could use a tyre lever for that. Look. Get a lot of that grass out. Now, it was making funny noises the last time I used it, and the reason for that is all this built up grass around here. I've currently got the mulch plug in, because I always mulch the lawn. I don't collect the cuttings. The reason for that is, if you collect the cuttings, and if you fertilise and you collect the cuttings, you're taking away all that nutrients that you've put down. So if you mulch them, they go back into the ground and keep being reused. And even if you don't fertilise, it's still good to mulch, because then it's free fertiliser for the rest of your lawn. Taking away all that good nutrients that you look after, you water, and then you cut it off and put it in the bin. Well, that's no good, is it? So you need to keep it. So look at that, we've got all this grass that's built up. This is about, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks worth. I haven't cleaned it out under there, just because when I cut at the end of the day, I don't want to be bloody messing around. I literally get the mower out, cut the grass, and then go and have dinner. The good thing is, these ain't metal decks, they're plastic decks, so they're not going to go rusty. But it will hinder the performance overall of the mower. And of course the tyre lever is the proper tool for using to get the grass away. The other proper tool is a screwdriver. It states this in the instruction manual. To clean the grass from the bottom of the deck, you must use a tyre lever and a screwdriver for the smaller bits. go. That's that clean. Let's just inspect the blade. The blade has got some chips out of it, but nothing major on either side. Could do with a sharpen, but for now, that's fine. Could do with a sharpen maybe next time, but for now that's absolutely fine. Spins around fine. No problem there with that motor. Everything seems to be good there. So while we've got it on its side like this, good opportunity to stick a little bit of oil around the edge of that wheel there. Let that work its way round. That's lovely now, look at that. And that's that one. Stick a bit of oil around in there. Let that kind of work its way in. I know a lot of it is staying on the top there, but once it works its way in, it's already much better. It's already 10 times better than it was. Lovely. Let's do the other side. Well, wheels oiled, deck cleaned, blade inspected. Conclusion, sharpen next time for the moment is okay. No more issues there. Handle has been oiled. That's all alright. Nothing apart from a load of grass and cobwebs under there, but we don't use that because we've got the mulch plug in. Switches, all good. One thing that I don't understand what they do here, they got this little, oh, the spring broke on there by the way. It's supposed to have a spring which springs it back down, but it's better without. They put this little key, right? The point of the key is, I think, is so that you can have a look at the blade without the risk of getting your hand chopped off. But why don't you just take the battery out? I don't ever understand why you'd need a little key. Surely if you wanted to do anything where you would be looking at the blade, you'd just not have a battery in it, no? So there's no need for a little key, is there? Seems a bit random, but pretty cool little feature, I suppose. I might oil that hinge while I'm at it. A little bit of oil on that hinge. Lovely. No more squeaking. Lovely, that's that sorted. The height adjuster, well, I don't want to adjust that, but that's alright, I know that is anyway. Very nice, very nice. So that's all of that done then. Now these are nice and loose. They were a bit stiff before I oiled them. Trying to do this with one hand. Folds up there nicely now. No funny movements. We've got a little bit of rust appearing on here, look. That's where that rubs on that frame. But other than that, I'd say that was a-okay. I've given it a bit of a brush over with a brush. But I don't want it looking spick and span because at the end of the day it's a mower. And they're supposed to be looking a little bit dirty, you know. Because, well, they cut grass. And I like them to be a little bit dirty. But there we go. That's all you need to do for an electric mower. Just check the blade. Next time we'll sharpen it. I'll show you how to sharpen the blade. Take it off and sharpen it next time. But for now that's absolutely fine. Blade checked, wheels oiled, handle oiled, everything's fine. I know the operation's fine, but if you haven't operated it for a while, you might need to put a battery on it and check to make sure that everything's fine. But I know it is because I used it yesterday afternoon. So I know the operation's absolutely fine. But yeah, very easy, very simple to do. But electric certainly doesn't beat petrol. A petrol mower is the way to go anyway. The only reason I have an electric one is because my garden is that big. A very small garden. Don't need a petrol mower really anymore. so I had to get an electric one. But I've still got some classic antique 2-stroke petrol mowers, which I like to keep anyway, just to cut other people's grass with. Speaking of mowers, we've got this this old one here, look. Now this is featured before on this channel, and I got it off of an auction. I got it running, got it working, and gave it to my dad, who used it for a number of years, and then he stopped using it, and it sat outside for quite some time. We've got a dead sunflower on there, and now it's got a leak on the carburetor. I did make a video of it a few weeks ago of getting it running, and I come to the conclusion that it's got a bit of a stuck valve, and I didn't have the time to take the head off and unstick the valve at the time. But that video that I made, I accidentally deleted the whole lot. I forgot that it was on the memory card, and formatted the card, and it weren't until about, I don't know, an hour later when I thought about the video, and I thought, oh crap, that was still on that memory card that I formatted. But anyway, so it's got a stuck valve because it'll cough and splutter, but it hasn't got enough compression to actually run. So it's definitely got a stuck valve, or a bit of carbon underneath a valve or something like that, because the compression's too low. There's a spark. You can put easy start in it, you can put petrol in it, it'll cough and splutter and puff out a bit of smoke and almost run. It will fire, but almost run, but not quite. So it's definitely got a bit of a compression issue somewhere. But I haven't got the time to take it apart at the moment and do it properly. But yeah, speaking of old mowers, that's one of them. Comes with the box and everything. And in case any of you are wondering what batteries I use in this Ryobi mower, I've got this fake one. Just found it on the internet because my other batteries didn't work. Made in China. It's probably not 4 amp, but it does. I've made my flag power. It does the trick. It works alright. This one is approximately 5 or 6 years old. I use this one, and also this genuine Ryobi one, which seen better days. It's got a crack in it there. It's a smaller capacity one from 2016. Bit of dirt stuck to the bottom. 1.5. This one also runs this mower perfectly well. Obviously, won't run it for as long as that one, even though that one's probably not what it says it is. But that's what I use. So you can use any battery you want in there. Very nice little mower. But there you go, you lot. That chainsaw is one of the next projects. I've got to try and find a throttle linkage for it. Very difficult to try and find a throttle linkage, but I'll get one eventually. That's another project, along with the aloe veras and the trumpet pitchers, which are growing alongside it. Hopefully trying to create a nice jungle. That's all for today. I'm extremely out of focus. I'll see you later.